After dropping the first two games of this 4-game series versus the Blue Jays, the Tigers took to the diamond early Saturday afternoon, looking to right the ship. Looking to avoid dropping their third straight game, Tigers would strike first. Top of the second, bases are loaded when Aaron Sanchez drills Andrew Romine. Ouch, Bab. Not pretty, but it'll score a run, and the Tigers are up 1-0. Top of the fourth, and Detroit increases their lead. There's a runner on second for Jared Saltalamacchia, and Salty laces one into right field for a base knock. Justin Upton will come on home and score. Good guys up 2-0. But the Jays come back. It's now a 2-1 game in the seventh when Devin Travis goes yard work. Full extension to left field. It's a solo shot, and we are all tied at 2. Top of the eighth, and V-Mart has a blue light special. Victor Martinez crushes one off the restaurant windows in right center field. It's a solo jack, and the Tigers are back out front. 3-2. Back and forth we go. Bottom of the ninth, K-Rod on for the save, and he gets Devin Travis to ground out sharply to third, and that's your ball game. The Tigers hang on in a good one, knocking off the Blue Jays 3-2. After the game, Detroit talked about today's win.
Assess the overall work of your pen here today, and especially Frankie, who hadn't thrown in almost a week.
Oh, they did a nice job. Frankie was outstanding. He's been outstanding. I know Rondon gave the solo home run on the slider, but he overall the pen did an outstanding job. We had 4 innings, 1 run.
They're doing a terrific job. If we take a couple games back, it was a painful, an A-body, but they're coming along pretty well. They're getting used to situations now. People now have roles, so they're going to pitch a lot better what they're doing now lately.
It was a good win today, and hopefully we can get one more tomorrow.
Tomorrow is going to be huge for us. Hopefully we can come on top, get those 4 days race up, because coming up we're going to have a great stretch.
For the 7th time in her amazing career, Serena Williams is your Wimbledon champion. Williams defeated Angelique Kerber in straight sets 7-5, 6-3 early Saturday morning. Serena's victory gives her 22 career Grand Slam titles, tying her with Steffi Graf for the most major championships in the Open era, which began in 1968. Kerber had defeated Williams earlier this year in the Australian Open, but Saturday was Miss Williams' day to shine. The next women's major championship is late August with the U.S. Open. After a 6-year hiatus, one of the biggest rivalries in college football is back. Michigan and Notre Dame agreed to continue their college football rivalry in the 2018 season. Notre Dame originally opted out of the series in 2012, canceling games from 2015 through 2017. The renewal of the rivalry came at a price, though, for Michigan. In order to add Notre Dame to their schedule, Michigan had to cancel their home-and-home series with Arkansas, costing the school $2 million. The Michigan and Notre Dame rivalry dates back to 1887, with Michigan leading the all-time series with a record of 24-17-1. The U.S. women's soccer team hosted South Africa in one of their final 2 tune-up matches before the Olympic Games Saturday afternoon. And in front of a sold-out crowd at Soldier Field in Chicago, the #1 ranked team in the world didn't disappoint. First half, the United States is on the attack when Mallory Pugh centers this ball out front, and Crystal Dunn is Johnny on the spot, blistering one past the keeper to give the U.S. a 1-0 lead. Late in the second half, after a miscue defensively by the United States, South Africa finds himself in prime scoring position, but Hope Solo is there for the save. South Africa would never threaten again as the United States wins 1-0. Hope Solo records her 100th career shutout in international play. And finally, the Reaching Higher showcase of Michigan's top high school basketball players will return for the 8th year beginning July 13th. Both boys and girls showcase will be hosted at Milford High School in Highland Township. More than 200 athletes with aspirations to play at the collegiate level will train and scrimmage under the instruction of high school coaches across the state. College coaches representing all 3 NCAA divisions, the NAIA and junior college levels, will be in attendance. Participants in this year's showcase were selected by the BCAM committee. Tawas Area High School girls basketball player Morgan Kanazowski was selected to this year's showcase. So congratulations to her. That's a great basketball showcase. You're going to see a lot of good boys and girls basketball hoop stars out there, next college basketball stars, so that'll be cool. Good win for the Tigers, too. They needed it, especially heading into the All-Star break. You don't want to go in there with a losing streak.
Definitely. It's always, you want to get on that right track before you go on to a break, so maybe you can pick that back up when you return.
Absolutely. And the bullpen came through. They had struggled the last 2 nights. We had talked about it on here. The bullpen had been struggling mightily. They did a really nice job picking up the starting pitching. It's a good win for the ball club.